Hi, I'm Veronica Switek with the Ybor City Development Corporation, and welcome to another edition of Ybor Flavors, a new show showcasing Tampa's National Historic Landmark District. Since 1989, the Ybor City Development Corporation, also known as the YCDC, and the city have been assisting Ybor City in the redevelopment of keeping our historic district alive. Some of the projects and programs that we have in Ybor City that the YCDC and the city have been responsible for include the YES team, who is responsible for the restrooms and keeping Ybor City clean. And we also have the Ybor Ambassadors. You know those friendly guys that you see along 7th Avenue and other parts of the district? They welcome visitors on a daily basis and give tours as needed. Some of the projects that we're responsible for include the Walk of Fame paver program. Families can actually buy some of the pavers on 7th Avenue and have their family name inscribed. The 7th Avenue Streetscape program, which include the trash cans, the benches, and the historic lampposts. We have free parking on 7th Avenue, and then we also have the marketing campaign that the YCDC has been responsible for. All of these projects and campaigns have been so important for our historic district in Ybor City and welcoming the visitors and making it friendly. Speaking of friendly, I am here today with Jim Corbett, the City of Tampa Parking Manager. Jim, how are you?
I'm well, Veronica. Good to see you again.
Thanks for joining us today.
Certainly.
So, I hear that we have this new parking program, and it's very exciting. Will you share it with us?
I certainly will. This is the City of Tampa Parking Division's latest answer to the parking challenges in Ybor City. We call it our Pay and Display Multi-Space Parking Meter. I can show you how it works here.
Great.
When you pull into the lot, you'll pull into a parking space, and you'll come up to the parking machine. One of the things you'll notice when you first come up to the machine is the message screen here, which gives you a series of prompts. You can read that here. The first thing you'll do is you'll press buy. Actually, I'm sorry. You can use the prompts to determine the length of stay that you want to have. It's 75 cents an hour in the lot, but if you press more, you can go to 2 hours for $1.50. Press it again, you can go to 3 hours for $2.25. If you've made an error, you can simply hit the next button down, which says less, and that'll take you back to $1.50 or back to the original amount of 75 cents an hour. Now let's say you pull into the lot some afternoon and you want to stay all the way till the lot closes at the end of the night. All you'll do is hit the max button up here, and the max button will give you the amount of time from 2:59 p.m. all the way until the lot closes at 3 a.m. in the morning. It's a maximum amount. So again, once you've selected how much you want to pay for in the lot by using the arrows, let's go back to the 75 cents an hour because we're probably just going to be here for an hour today.
Okay.
The next thing you'll want to do is insert your method of payment into the machine.
Wait, I don't need quarters?
Quarters are not an option. Well, actually they are an option, but they're not mandatory anymore at this machine.
Wow, that's great news.
It is. Your three options are paying by dollar bill,
Okay.
paying by credit card through the credit card slot, or paying by coin. So today I've got a couple of dollar bills on me, and again, we're going to pay for that 75 cents an hour. So all I do is insert the dollar bill. Nope, you know what I forgot to do is hit the buy button. There we go. Now it
Of course,
tells me,
you have to buy.
tells me to pay by using cash or credit card. So I'm going to use cash.
Wait, hold on. I can use my credit card here?
You certainly can.
Right here?
Through the credit card
You
slot
know, women
there.
never have credit or cash on them. Only credit cards.
I can show you how easy that is as well. So I've put in $1 for 75 cents, and out comes my receipt and change. Now what this will tell me here is that my parking session is good until 5:36 p.m., which is 1 hour from the time that we put our money in.
And what do you do with this?
I take this back to my car and I place it face up on the dashboard so that the enforcement officer can see that I'm paid for my 1 hour's worth of parking. It's that simple.
Now, what if I want to go ahead and move from this parking lot to another city-owned parking lot? Can I transfer it?
You certainly can. We call that our portability feature. You can simply, if you do not want to park in this lot, let's say you want to go over and have lunch on the west end of the district at a meter on the west end. You simply take this same receipt with you, get in your car, drive out of the lot, find another on-street meter, and you would pull up to that meter and display this on your dashboard in place of putting money inside that meter. And again, you're able to park free at that meter until 5:36 p.m. because that's the time limit that you paid for.
Wow, this is really innovative here.
How about that?
And where do you have these located?
We've got them located in two of our surface lots right now, our Ybor City Lot 5 and Ybor City Lot 6, which are both located north of 7th Avenue, between 20th Street and 17th Street.
Okay. This is fabulous. I am so excited, and like I said, I never carry quarters, so this is going to be just unbelievable how easy it is to use. So tell us about some of the other easy ways to park in Ybor City.
Sure. We actually have a program called the iPark Personal Parking Meter. See, I'm gonna.
Looks like a coat hanger.
It's
Is this
similar, yeah. Let me tell you how it works here. We've had this program out for about a couple of years now. It's simply works in the form of a preloaded debit card.
Okay.
You purchase this for a one-time cost of $20 from the parking division offices located downtown at the Fort Brooke parking garage.
So you actually go downtown and purchase this?
Purchase your initial
Okay.
device, correct. Then, for a small service fee of $5, we preload fees onto this for you. In other words, they come in amounts of $50 and $100. So once you've got your fees loaded onto it, you're ready to go ahead and begin using it. Now how it works, you simply hit the on button here, and you'll see the screen prompt up, and it'll tell you your balance, that you've got $50 on it, and then simply use the up and down arrows to scroll between the districts. Now we're in Ybor City. As I mentioned before, the meters are at 75 cents an hour, so we'll want to make sure we've got the Y district here, 75 cents.
And that's that box right there.
That's the box that says Y, and it'll tell you 75 cents an hour. Now all you do is hit the star key, and this begins your parking session. You simply hang this device facing outward with the little cute coat hanger here in your rearview mirror, and it will then begin decrementing down time, as you can see right here.
Now, what other districts can you use this in?
You can also use it in the downtown core, and that's the D district at $1.50 an hour. So it works both in downtown and Ybor City.
Now, this is mine, right?
Well, for a mere $50, I'd be happy to give it to you. Now, the other part to this, of course, is when you come back to your car, you have to turn this off.
Okay.
Because, again, it will keep decrementing time. So when you come back from lunch or back from conducting any of your business, you'll simply hit the star button again. Okay. And that will stop the device, and it'll tell you how much time you've used. In this case, we've only been standing here for a couple of seconds. Again, it'll tell you the time of day, and you are ready to turn it off.
Now, what if I want to go ahead and put more money on this? How do I do that?
You do it the same way. At this point in time, you do have to come down to our offices located at Fort Brooke, and you simply come in with your check or your money, and you just simply add money to it like you did in the first case.
Okay, so first we have this great machine here, and then we have number two, this great machine. What other ways can you park in Ybor City?
The other ways you can park at Ybor City are using our two garages. We've got two 1,200 space garages located, one conveniently adjacent to the Centro Ybor Plaza, as well as the Fernando Noriega garage, which is located on the far west end of the district. These are great deals because they are $1 for the first 3 hours worth of parking.
Wow.
So essentially it's 33 cents an hour for 3 hours.
I like that.
Yes, that's a pretty cheap alternative. And in fact, we encourage our folks that are staying in Ybor City for longer periods of time to use the parking garages and save your short-term business needs for the parking meters, or in this case, the pay and display meters on the street.
And what about 7th Avenue?
7th Avenue is actually free parking for 2 hours. No matter what time of day you conduct your business on 7th Avenue, you'll simply pull up to the space and you'll see the signs that say 2-hour free parking.
Now, I was in Ybor last weekend, and I noticed it looked like a ticket, but it wasn't a ticket. It was a courtesy ticket. Tell me about that.
That's what it's called. One of the programs